Hello, very good morning. Tell me, how are things at your end?
Things are really going well as it's summer, scorching hot out there, but I am just shifted myself completely in a room where there is nobody allowing, and I'm just doing my session, studying, talking to the people, taking classes. That's it. But long time no see. I think I'm doing this.
Yeah.
I think it's been a year, I can say.
I don't think so. It's been a year. I think 6 to 7 months since we haven't
Uh,
met, but finally
mm,
back here.
yeah.
So we are going to have
How are you?
incredible.
Yeah, how is the life shaping you?
Well, I would say it's been great. I
Hmm?
am really enjoying the things, teaching, taking multiple sessions, a little bit hectic. However, I'm enjoying with that. And I would say I'm quite excited for upcoming sessions as well, for upcoming things. I don't know what am I supposed to do, but very excited for everything.
So you are a planned person or you are a person who just take the last moment action?
Okay. Well, since our school days, we have developed this habit. Last moment, we just quickly do our work. Now, I am trying to get rid of this and I plan things before doing anything. Most of the time, I plan everything. Yeah.
Great. I think there is a quote that if you're not, making a plan, then you are planning to fail. Planning is one of the good thing, but I'm the person who decide at the last moment. Suppose my friend are deciding to go somewhere, maybe for a movie, maybe for just wandering and just for having fun, or maybe a little picnic. So I
Mm.
always said to them that I'm not confirmed. I cannot confirm yet. I would let you know at the last moment. And it's always been like that. I always decide at the last moment, immediately whether I have to go or not. Sometimes it's yes, and sometimes it turns into no. I don't know why. Maybe.
Okay. You must have heard the more you procrastinate, the more you get yourself into doubt. It's better
Hmm,
to make early. So that
hmm,
this is what I think happens with everybody. So it's better to take little time, but not for longer period. Then it turns into doubt. Should I go? Should I not? Like, should I go or not? Like that, it happens. So
hmm.
you make decision at the
Yeah.
last moment.
And I think as a person, you
Okay.
do not seems promisable. When you procrastinate, suppose your friends are always asking to you that whether you are coming along with us or not. And you're always saying that I'm coming with you. But at the last moment,
Mm.
sometimes you are denying to go. So it seems like that you are not promising. So, it creates a
Yeah.
outer layer of you that this person is always in doubt. I don't know whether he will be okay or not, whether he would be sure with his statement or not. So sometimes it's create that you are not promisable. But my friends understood me. They know me that, I'm the last moment person. I decided the last moment. In decision making, it often happens with me that I took decision at the last moment. I don't know whether it is the form of procrastination or something else. What do you think? What is this? How to get rid of this?
Night better journaling and whatsoever affirmations, whatever you do, then you make next day better. And this works for me, and I am telling through my experience, your day will be like miracle. So please do journaling. That's how you will get rid of this habit. You will not have to
Hmm.
juggle at the last moment.
Yeah. So
I
you
would
spare
say.
time for journaling or you do on and
Yeah.
off?
I think it happens with everybody, sometimes off, right? But mostly out of 6 days, I would definitely do 4 days at any cost. I have, realized over the time, when I do not make plans, I feel I'm in a chaos and I'm just going with the flow, doing nothing. My day just go like this randomly. I do not
Hmm.
feel productive. So to make this productive, I do journaling almost all the time. Do you do?
Don't do on the daily basis, to be very honest. I do when something really amazing happened with my life. Suppose I want a certificate in my college. Right now I'm relating with that factors. Suppose my brother, cleared NEET examinations this year. So how I was feeling at that very moment. Look, the things like that which happens, once in a month, once in a year. It is not something that happens on the daily basis. So I try to write down those things which are not usual in our daily life. I know many people who writes on the daily basis to improve their thoughts, to be more clearer in life, and to mitigate their negative energy. Because sometimes, as a human being, we have millions of thoughts in a day, and when you write down your thoughts becomes clear, and it is really indispensable sometimes, like you have little things, you cleared all your negative thoughts, and now you are very clear that what do you want to do. So you are concrete, concise, and clear at the very same time, isn't it?
Absolutely. You
Hmm.
get clarity. You made a very good point. When we do journaling, our
Hmm.
thoughts become clear, and you have the direction. You know what do I want. Clarity. We get
Hmm.
clarity. I would definitely say
Yeah,
yes.
nowadays you are doing storytelling on your channel. It's imperative to say that how you are depicting a story in a very good manner. Like from your books, you are doing a storytelling. Like you're sharing a short story or maybe something like that. Or maybe it is a learning of your books. You're sharing on your channel. What is
Yes,
it all about?
absolutely. Well, Shravan, it's not on YouTube. It's on Instagram, not on
Oh,
YouTube.
on Instagram. So what
Yes.
is it all about? I mean, it is a short lesson.
Yes, absolutely. It's a short lesson. Whatsoever things I read, actually, I had shared with my audience that I'm going to create 30-day reading challenge. If you want to come with me, if you want to develop habit of reading, you can join me. Whatsoever things you read, you can send me, and whatsoever things I read, I will share in the form of video. That's
Hmm.
how decided, and I have been creating for the past, I would say, for the past 15 days
Hmm.
continuously, and
Hmm.
I would say this has been really great so far,
Yeah.
and I'm looking forward for creating more videos. It's like
Wonderful.
mutual help. They're
Hmm.
also trying to build a habit of reading, and at the same time, I am also uploading videos and enjoying.
Yeah, in order to create
Yes.
content, you are studying on the daily basis because you have to produce content for the audience. Whatever you are doing on Instagram, it is really amazing because you are filtering out the short stories, and at the very same time, your audience are also learning that. Meanwhile, creating short stories from a book, it's not easy. And for audience, it's very special that they are getting quality content in a very less time. Like recently, I was reading a book, so I also try to share my, the learners and the student whom I teach. I teach them through story lesson. How is your attitude is your window, because everybody has their own attitude. So suppose your attitude is your window, how do you see the outer world? The same thing others people see with the different lenses. So it's depend on your attitude, whether your attitude is positive or negative. And then again, I read one thing like empathy and sympathy, which I shared in a video. Due to some reason, I did not upload that session. Where we as a person, whenever we are in troubles and whenever we are in problem situation, we do not want other people to give us logic, give us solution. We want only to be heard. So empathy and sympathy kind of things. So things like this sort of stories help audience. At the very same time, you as a person groom your personality with that, isn't it?
You evolve, yeah.
Yeah.
You as a person evolve,
Hmm.
grow. A lot of things happened, right? And your perspective change. So those who are an avid reader, avid
Mhm.
those who have a strong desire to read, they have multiple benefits. I would
Mhm.
say if you are not an avid reader, at least try to have one or two books. Over the time, you will feel how amazing things I've done or I've developed.
So
Are
which
you
books?
an,
Yeah, I fond of
or you
reading.
just opinion?
I love to read English books which are which has short in stories. It should not be like a story. Maybe books which totally depend on self-help, or you can say for the book which has been written for the self-improvements. Because right now I'm totally and completely focused on self-improvements. How I can improve myself, how I can improve my thought process, mental ability, growth mindset. I am working in these areas of filth. So right now I'm reading books like that. Like recently I was reading a book, 100 small stuff that you can follow in your life and you can drastically improve your overall quality of your life. And then another book I was reading, The Attitude is Everything. There was
What
uh,
did you learn from this?
the attitude is everything. It shows that how do you look the problems with your own lens with the positive thoughts. Like there are things like that when comes like problem hits and something like suppose there is some uncertain conditions which happened. So how do you see? There are two people. The negative people always say that I can't, but the positive person will say I can. He see with the solution approach,
Yeah.
but the negative person see with the negative approach. when pandemic hits, most of the people, they were like, the life has been like, and it is the end of the world. But most of the people, they see with the possibilities, they grew in those period of life. You must know, a lot of people have just changed their life because they saw it as a possibility. They started learning
I'm
online.
also one of them.
You also one of them. Yeah.
Like many people, they don't like that period, COVID-19, right?
Hmm.
But I'm the one who have evolved a lot during
Hmm.
that time. When I was in 11th, 12, at that time I was in 12th standard, and I didn't like at all. Was terrible at study, as I think you know already. I'm not good at science or math like that. What happened? I started working on language, and look at me now. It is paying me back. So at that time, I started learning language, and I'm really grateful for those days.
Yeah,
I got it. I
amazing.
got a chance just because of lockdown.
I also remember in
And
those period of time, I was also, those time for me was really very much imperative. I can say it was vital. It plays a vital role in my life. I did not feel I was enjoying that time with my family. It was the best thing. Actually, my parents they are working. Both are working. So, they are not free all the time to spend time with their kids and just having chit chat. But the COVID period was the time when we were collectively eating our lunch, eating our dinner, talking the fun and enjoying life. There was no fear at all in village, believe me. People were dying. People were, I don't know what was happening in the world, but
really,
we were not feeling fearful.
yes, in village, nobody was afraid. Everybody was going and moving here and there. Even in the, city, somebody was asking, how is the life in village?" I said, amazing. Everything is going well. Nobody is worried about anything. They're enjoying. But one thing you talked about, Shravan, that we had a great time with family. Sometimes it's a bit frustrating, honestly speaking. 24/7, you are like getting lecture from parents, like a lot of things, so I wouldn't say this part I enjoy, but definitely there was nothing like that. But when it comes to my personal growth, I have improved a lot at that time, and that period made me spiritual, inclined towards positive videos. I started meditating. You will not believe, at that time I had developed a habit of meditating. So when I reflect back on those days, and when I read things which I had written at that time, I feel insightful. Is it really you, Sufi? Seriously, you were this? Are you the same person? A lot of things I have learned at that time. So I would say I'm really grateful for those days. Yes, and
Amazing.
one thing I dislike already I've shared.
But one thing I
Even,
would like to say, we
mhm.
were having the best meal at that time. We were having the
Meal,
best meal.
okay.
Every time we were cooking something to eat, chai, pakoda, bread, this, that, enjoying watching TV, sometimes reading, sometimes with family members. So it was quality time for me, I can say. One thing I would like to say that if I would have known this thing now, creating content on the YouTube channel regarding English conversations, maybe I would have done something special on the channel. Maybe as a person I groomed before, but it's okay. That's the phases of the life. I did not interacted and encountered with those videos. I did not know that there is something like that going on the YouTube. Maybe you too as well.
Yeah, I was not aware of it. I was learning English at that. I was not good at English at all. I remember first time when somebody has invited me on his channel, Rural
Hmm.
Talk,
Hmm.
and I still remember. My God, he asked me a question and said, "Describe your room. Like whatsoever the things are behind you, describe those things." And I was like I was super scared first of all, and I was not able to describe it all. Like I did not describe, so right after 1 year, I got better at it and improved a lot after 1.5 year. And then I kept approaching people, have multiple sessions with a lot of learners and tutors. Yeah,
Hmm.
that was the
Amazing.
situation when I started uploading videos or when I was having conversation in my initial stage.
Yeah,
Yes.
I had seen that you would create shorts videos and you had some shorts videos on your YouTube channel regarding English language. So that was a great moment too. That was a moment when I saw you, and now you as a person have groomed a lot. I have seen your phases of your life. Okay, now let's address the elephant in the room. And I really want to know about your TOEFL certification. Tell me something about this. How did this help you as a person? Because now you are a certified trainer. And also, I have seen that I am not going to take the application name, but on an application, you cracked interview too. How was the experience all about?
Okay, very nice question. How was my experience? Do I have to share the learnings which I got after giving interview, or I can share whatsoever things like
Both.
about interviews and all? Can I
How
share?
how
Okay.
was your feeling? How was your feeling once you got the hard copy of TOEFL certified? Sufi Rani, you are TOEFL certified. Because I know it's a great moment. People, it's like achieving a dream for English tutor, learner who want to become a tutor.
Well, honestly speaking, Shravan, I had never thought of it to become a TOEFL certified language trainer, but I feel really great. I remember once I don't know, I got a contact from LinkedIn and I asked her, what is TOEFL, what is CELTA? And she was from Tamil Nadu and she explained everything. I thought, how can I do it? Then she shared some platforms name. If you want to become a tutor, you can go through such websites. You can search on these platforms. Then I started searching, and one day I came across a platform called International College of Teachers and Trainers. Then I applied there as the amount was not very high. Immediately I applied for it, and I was very scared. Will I be able to do it? How are they going to do? How am I going to complete all the module? But when I started doing it, I found it like I already know all these things. I'm already
Mhm.
incorporating in my lessons. I'm already teaching those things. Then I completed all the modules. Like they had 9 modules and they provide notes. These are the things I completed. And then at the end, they gave me the grade. So I got 80% and the grade was B plus. So I was happy. And then after 1 month, they had already provided me soft copy. After 1 month, I got hard copy. And the moment I got the hard copy, because a lot of challenges I was facing in between, I was not able to get that hard copy. But they sent me, and my God, I was thrilled after receiving certificate,
Mm.
that hard copy. Now coming to my interview experience, I had really amazing experience, I would say. In my entire life, for the first time I gave an interview for any
Mm.
platform. Most of the time I have given without giving interview. I worked in school. I had given interview, but written, not verbal one. So I would say I was little nervous before interview, and I think it's very obvious we get nervous before, and because a lot of things revolve in our mind. What will happen? What question I will get? I don't know. Then I was fully prepared, and even at the last moment, I was feeling I'm not prepared well, like that. And the moment he started asking questions, little bit nervous. Then I went with the right mindset. It doesn't matter whatsoever things, I'm fully prepared. Even if they select me, that's fine. Even if they don't, I am completely okay with that. And I gave an interview. He asked me common questions, reaching, and I easily answered all the questions. After that, I was feeling like, ऐसे interview होता है that, like in this way they take interview.
Mm.
And oh my god, what I realized, I have made notes. I have made literally notes, and I made video with my sister. What I learned by giving an interview.
Mm.
First, your mindset matters a lot. How are you thinking before your interview? Your mindset, you must have right mindset. Second, be prepared with common questions. It could be any profile. If you're going for BPO or teaching, any profile, prepare common questions. And third, groom yourself properly. We can't just get up after sleep and we can't go for interview, right? Everybody likes grooming, right? So we can groom ourselves. And last, be prepared for the result. Do not think कि I don't know what will happen or blah blah, a lot of things. Do not worry about it. Just think कि अगर मेरा नहीं भी हुआ तो of course I'm going to get some idea. I'll be able to give best in my next interview. So fourth, be prepared for the result. And like the moment they said कि you have successfully cleared the interview, and you know what? I was feeling ki, why can't I get selected? This level of attitude I had, ki, why can't I get selected? And the same thing happened. I think the day when you have this attitude, my God, amazing. And one more thing I would like to add, be authentic. The way I was teaching, I showed everything. I was not, making something, I was not lying them. I would say authenticity matters a lot. So I was very authentic, original, and shared everything confidently. Confidence
Wow.
matter as well, I would say.
Yeah.
Yeah. So overall experience was fantastic. I feel now कि I'm a person who can crack any interview. I don't know, but I feel.
Yeah. definitely it is going to add confidence in you. And the next time whenever you are going to apply for any
Yeah.
interview or something like that. One thing I would like to say why, this, although we have just 7 minutes left here, I would like to say that, the TOEFL courses, why that
Yeah.
course did not meet your expectation, why did you feel that you already know all those things? Because since COVID-19, since 2018, and I think before, you are working on English language, so you are learning those things by your own, through social
Yeah.
media, through videos, through books,
Yeah.
and those are the, I think, a structure format, through which, like through TOEFL they are providing you, and the one thing that, like, the hard copy they sent you. So it was you who worked on yourself, you groomed yourself, like 3 to 5 years down the line you are working on yourself. That's why you feel like that cracking an interview is very easy thing. And like, you got certified in TOEFL, so that was also a kind of glory for you. So all those things were the
Yeah.
years of hard work that you paid. It was the years of hard work that you have done, and it gives you as a reward. It was not like something like that. If the normal person who did not work on themselves and they are going to clear TOEFL, or maybe they are going to crack the interview, for them it's also very easy. But yeah, your suggestions that you would just give just 5 minutes before, that was pretty much, I think, going to help the other people, the viewers who is going to watch this video.
Yeah.
So
I would be happy if it helps. Yes. Were you
yeah,
asking something?
I was saying that through this session, you just you let the cat out of the bag. Lots of secret. You just shared with your
I
thoughts,
will
shared with
feel.
your storytelling ability, and I think this is going to help viewers if they are going to watch this video. This is tremendously going to help them to grow as a person. And if they are going to like this video, we would like to bring some amazing content, for the very next time, like, which would be totally depend on personality development. So thank you very much. I would like to say, as we are about to wind up this session here, thank you so much for giving your precious time. I know how valuable your time is and how do you maintain your days. So thank you very much, Sufi, for joining this session and having a great session with me.
My pleasure, and thank you for asking wonderful questions. Though initially I was little closed, like I was not opening myself, but at the end I bloomed. So this is what happened. That's my honest experience. Like initially
Hmm.
I was like uh, stifling myself, like I was holding myself. Later I bloomed. I opened up
Yeah.
much, and I'm
It
feeling now.
takes sometimes it takes time to gear up our thoughts, gear up our energy, because suppose you're sleeping and then automatically you have to do work. It's not possible to bring all those energy, instantly in the session. I was about to ask some rapid fire with you and I forget that things. There are some 4 questions that I am going to ask you. Please give me answer instantly, then we would be wind up our session. First,
Sure, go ahead.
ephemeral pleasure or permanent success? Ephemeral pleasure or permanent success?
A favorite that
Pleasure. Yeah.
what is the particular?
Temporary pleasure
Okay.
or permanent success?
Of course, I would choose permanent success. Why would I choose temporary pleasure? And I'm
Yeah.
not interested into it seriously. Already, I think,
Books
not at
reading
all.
or podcast? Books reading or podcast? If you have 1 hour, what would you like to do? You would like to do book reading or you would like to watch a 1 hour podcast?
That's tricky,
You have to
as
choose
both
one.
have played a crucial role in my life. But if I have to choose one, I would choose
Amazing.
podcast.
Music in your free time or solitudeness with serenity?
Solitudeness. I
Uh,
love being in solitude. I'm a solo person who loves being alone. So I would
uh,
choose music.
last
Yeah.
last question is going to get you in trouble. I hope so. Raj Samali or Ranbir? You have
Okay,
to choose
that's
one.
very interesting. No comments, but okay. So, as I have to choose, okay, honestly speaking, Rajsamani has helped me a lot in many ways. However, before Rajsamani, I used to watch Ranveer Alahabadia, and I would definitely choose Ranveer
Yeah.
Alahabadia. Meditation and all.
I also praise him, Ranbir, as a human being. He was great doing work before, but Raj Samali is doing great at recent time. So definitely, what is
Exactly.
booming in present, we choose the presence always. Yeah. So thank you very much for playing this rapid fire. It was really interesting, and I hope audience is going to enjoy this video. You enjoyed this session. Now let me say bye bye so that
I
we can
love
wind
it.
up our session here.
Yeah, and thank you for asking such incredible questions. Thank you very much, Ravan.
Yeah.
I hope you also enjoyed like me. Bye.
Yeah.
Have a
Bye
wonderful
bye.
day ahead.
Take care.